What is up everyone, and welcome to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about why Pikachu isn't played much, even though he's widely considered a top 10 to top 5 character in the game. As you know, if you guys have seen my video yesterday, I just picked up Pikachu for the first time and decided to make him my official main or secondary character. I'm still kind of deciding whether I want to play Kazuya more or Pikachu, just because I think Pikachu is better. But there is a kind of skill gap that I wanted to describe in this video, talking about what Pikachu is and why it makes him so hard. So I want to say the skill gap for entry for Pikachu is really weird because his gameplay is kind of linear in a way that it is not linear. So it sounds confusing, but I'm going to kind of try to break it down. So Pikachu has a few approach options. His approach options are mainly that you'll see a lot of Pikachus go for are like fair. You'll see a lot of Pikachus go for back air. You can do falling nair to start your combos. Obviously you have grab to start a lot of combos, and you can do like you can do up tilt, which isn't as good of an approaching move. You can do stuff like down air, which is actually a pretty good approaching move and underrated. You can do nair. Pikachu has a lot of different approach options, but the one that you see a lot of Pikachus going for the most is Thunder Jolt. And I actually think this is why Pikachu is so hard to learn, because in theory, if you really wanted to, I could sit here and do this for the entire game. I could do this for 7 minutes straight, camp off the ledge, and just spam Thunder Jolts over and over again. But since you don't really want to do that, as a player, your instinct is to go in and use your Thunder Jolts to start combos and etc. You don't see a lot of Pikachus going for stuff like that. You see them go for, oh, Thunder Jolt, now let's run in and try to get a grab combo to start these nair loops. Or you see them go for a Thunder Jolt into a back air to start your 0 to death combos, right? You're trying to get all that damage that you want, even though it's not necessarily what's best for a lot of Pikachus. You also see a lot of Pikachus overextending. For example, a good combo that you'll see a lot of Pikachus go for is nair into, or is like grab into up air into like some type of combo extension, when in reality the best thing that you could do for Pikachu is just go to the ground. You don't need to even extend the combo at all. Just go to the ground and continue that juggle, because you have a really good up air that a lot of Pikachus don't seem to like to use. For example, if you come in with a forward air, you can actually run up and get a reverse up air to continue your combo, which a lot of Pikachus just don't use. And I think it's just because it's not what they seem to see. It's not optimal for them to get the most combo percentage. And Pikachu has a lot of unknown tech, or a lot of tech that's really hard to learn. For example, Raw Thunder, which is to catch the air dodge in. For example, if somebody up throw Thunder, which is a kill confirm, if you guys didn't know, it's a true frame perfect kill confirm at higher percents. But if your opponent DIs backwards, for example, if the Pac-Man was to DI on that side of me, you can't confirm it into anything. But if they DI forward, which a lot of people do, you have to be able to do the instant turnaround RAR, which is really hard to do, and I still haven't fully grasped it. As you can see, most of the times I mess up more than I actually get it. But once you actually manage to get it, which is really hard, that's one of the hardest kill confirms in the game as a Pikachu player. And a lot of Pikachu kill confirms, for example, you'll see a lot of people going for like nair down smash, nair up smash. They're all kind of wonky, especially online, because down smash can actually be DI'd out of if you know how. And for some reason, depending on how early you hit the nair, sometimes your inputs, or you'll have a lot more nair landing leg, so you'll end up getting messed up when you're trying to actually do your combos and your kill confirms. Other than the fact is another thing about Pikachu that I found difficult, and I don't know if it's just me, but it could be something, is Pikachu's recovery, which, as you know, is really good. You have like 5 different recovery options that you can use to get back onto stage. But for me, it was really hard to learn, since I know I kind of am unusual because I use stick jump or tap jump. So a lot of people don't use tap jump, but I know a lot of people that, or Pikachu's recovery was really hard for me to learn for the longest time, because I just couldn't get the grasp of having to go, like, for example, up and tilt. I couldn't get that tilt down, so it took me a really long time. So I used to SD a lot, and still do as Pikachu. But all of Pikachu's stuff is relatively difficult to learn. Like, nair loops aren't the hardest thing, I'll say that. They're not the hardest thing to learn, but especially online with a character like Pikachu, he's really frustrating to, like, when you mess up that nair loop that you really didn't think you were gonna mess up, and you like misinput something, or you misinput your back air combo, or it lags and you accidentally die for it. That can be really annoying to play and I can definitely understand why people wouldn't want to play Pikachu because of that. And I just think Pikachu overall is one of the harder characters in Ultimate to learn, especially compared to a lot of the cast that can be relatively easily picked up, especially characters that might seem better than Pikachu, like Steve, for example, which is one of the most common picked characters now, obviously, because everybody thinks that Steve is really good. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Pikachu will ever get a resurgence in player base? I mean, that's kind of my goal of playing Pikachu. People have been pushing the agenda that Pikachu's ever before, even before Steve came, that Pikachu was the best character in the game, and yet there were barely any Pikachus getting results. I don't even think Pikachu's in the top 20 most played characters in the game, which should be ridiculous for a character that's considered like top 2 or top 5 in the game. So my goal is just to promote that. I'm trying to be the best Pikachu that I can be, and just maybe show everybody why Pikachu is supposed to be so broken. But let me know what you guys think about Pikachu down in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.